Welcome everyone back to Beat the Game. My name's Steve and it's time for another achievement attempt. So we're going to be playing our friend Spider-Man because he is the last one in our list. So we're going to try to be the Untouchable Spider-Man. So we are going to be playing Spider-Man Protection versus Norman Osborn. And Norman Osborn, the Goblin Gimmicks, and the Electro. So the reason why I chose this is also Electro discards the deck really fast, but there's also cards that give him indirect damage, like the Lightning Bolt, and then there's also Pumpkin Bombs. So I think this is going to be pretty fun to play against Norman Osborn and try to take 0 damage. So no direct damage, no indirect damage. I can't take any damage at all. So he's got to be clean from beginning to top. So this could be challenging, especially because Norman Osborn, when he flips, he has a card that says deal 4 indirect damage on stage 2, and then on stage 3, now he deals 4 direct damage. So indirect damage you can try to get around if you have a few allies and stuff like that, but the 4 direct damage, man, that is going to be super fun to try to play against. All right, so this is the encounter deck. We're going to shuffle that up right now. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. So we have decided to go with a protection build, obviously. I think for Spider-Man, that is going to be the most appropriate. We are also forbidden to stun lock. So that means there is no tackles, there is no... what's the other one that stuns him all the time? No Mockingbird, nothing of the sort that can just keep him in a stun. I don't even run Iron Fist to stun him. So that's just it goes to show there. We are just running, the only cards that can stun him are the webbed ups. So if we play them, we get like a mercy of 2 turns. But that is it, my friends. There is nothing else. We just got one of our friends, Sasha, that's been having trouble. Sasha, mein Freund. So yes, so here we go. So we're gonna be playing Spider-Man, and we'll check out your video a little bit later and see why you're struggling so much. So here we go. So a little shout out to our friend from Germany. All right, here we go. So this is the encounter deck shuffled up. So we are running, yes, you've seen this right. I am putting 2 warnings in my deck. I got the preemptive strikes, desperate defense, a couple of first aids. I got 3 preemptive strikes, 3 desperate defense, electrostatic armor. Heimdall and Lockjaw are there for threat removal. And then there's just other cards there. Honorary Avenger, Avenger's Mansion. Invulnerability is there. Defensive stance, we have 1. Then the energy barriers are going to be important. Oh no, are we running all 3 defensive stances? Oh yeah, we are, because when we do start flipping him, that's just 3 damage. We just mitigate 3 damage from that. So yeah, we're loading this thing up with a lot of cards. Some cards that we can't play more than 1. But some cards are just so important that I at first I wanted to play with Black Widow, and I'm like, oh, but Spider-Man's next in my list. All right, well, let's see if we can do this with Spider-Man. Black Widow also is very, very good because she comes included with cards like Preemptive Strike, and she can just recur the defensive stance every other turn, and she can make sure that he doesn't scheme out very easily. So she has a lot of ways to protect herself against treachery cards and stuff like that. Spider-Man doesn't have that luxury, so I think this is going to be a really, really good achievement challenge. All right, so here we go. And again, Norman Osborn, a lot of people say, oh, this Norman Osborn is easy. Dude, Norman Osborn is not easy, especially with all the side schemes coming out. Peter Parker's gonna have his work cut out. All right, so let's look at our opening hand. Oh, sweet. Energy barrier turn 1, and Heimdall turn 1. Oh my god, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, I really like this turn 1. I think we're just going to keep everything as is. So we're just going to run a Heimdall turn 1. We'll be able to also look at what's coming up against me we'll be able to flip and then just kind of start doing some damage. Oh, are we doing damage already? No, we can't. We'll have to wait. All right, so let's see if we, yeah. So I think first things first, I like that invulnerability. So this is what we're gonna play. We're gonna play first. We're gonna play our genius, defensive stance, energy barrier, and energy to play Heimdall. And Heimdall gets to look at the top 3 cards. So our first is a collapsing bridge, a cut off guard. Okay, so, and it would surge into take indirect damage. So this was the lightning bolt we're gonna get rid of. And then, yeah, I think the collapsing bridge is probably not a bad idea off our turn 1. Or actually turn 2, because this is going to be cut off guard, which is going to surge. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna put the collapsing bridge, and then we'll figure out what we do for the rest. Okay, and then we will flip the Spidey-Man, and then we will remove 1 threat from the main scheme. All right, we're not gonna hit him with the infamy counters right now, because we need to set up something first, our invulnerability. All right, okay, that's it. Because if I flip right now, I just kill Heimdall, so that makes no sense. All right, so 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so cool. We have a first aid, spider tracer, and enhanced spidey sense. All right, first things first, 1 threat on the main. We're going to be placing 2 infamy counters here, which is going to take him up to 4. Okay. And then, we got to be careful on this. And then we reveal our collapsing bridge, which is our crisis. All right. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to play a spider tracer and a genius to play an invulnerability on ourselves. So we are going to be tough. Spider-Man is going to punch for 2 off of this, and Heimdall will remove 2 threats from the collapsing bridge, which is going to get rid of this. All right, so we don't have the cut off guard, so that's going to surge into something else. And then Heimdall took a damage. Okay. Oh, there you go. Honorary Avenger. Oh man, we only have 2 first aids in our deck, so that's unfortunate. All right, first things first. 1 threat on the main goes up to 3. Counters goes to 4. And then we get cut off guard, which is going to surge into a goblin glider. All right. Ugh. That means he's going to attack for 5 at least every time he attacks. That's not good, huh? All right, we're going to play an Honorary Avenger. Heimdall will remove 2 threats from the main, so that's going to go down to 1. Spider-Man will punch for 2. At one point, I'll be able to get something else. I'm just going to leave this there. All right, we're going to use our... Oh, that's right. I do have Spider Sense, which... Okay, whatever. I'm going to use my Preemptive Strike to play a first aid, healing back Heimdall to full strength. All right, nothing more I can do right now. Come on. Oh, well, there you go. Webbed up is actually pretty good, and a defensive stance. I like it. Okay, so this is going to be good now. First things first, 1 threat. So it goes back up to 2. Place 2 criminal counters. And then in counter card is an assault. I'm going to use my Spider Sense with a... Actually, you know what? We're not. We'll just let him put 2 more counters. So that's going to go up to 6. Now, I really got to be careful with this, because I don't want it to get too high, too fast. So I think what we're going to do here... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't get there quite yet, but I am spending both of my enhanced Spidey senses, which I don't really like. I think I want to keep up. I want to keep some stuff here. All right, I'm going to use my webbed up and my one of my spider senses to play a defensive stance. We're gonna punch for 2, remove 2 threats. This is back down to 4. I'm gonna get a web kick at one point, and then I'll be able to play this. All right. Enhanced Spidey Sense, First Aid. Heimdall, remove the 2 threats. Okay, so slowly we're building. He's not putting too much threat on. All right, so 2. There you go. 2, 4, and 5. So we do have a double resource, which means we are going to be playing our webbed up on him next turn. And then we're going to try to get rid of him. But again, no Spidey kicks. It's a little harsh. All right, first things first, 1 threat. Norman Osborn, 2. And counter card is all in a day's work. So it goes up to 8. Man, these counters are going up fast. Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Webbed up. I really hope I get my kick here. I'm going to punch for 2. Heimdall's not going to do anything. There's no point. And then next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, a minion. Something. Web kick. All right, 1 threat. Can't attack. He's stunned. And then encounter card is a payoff, which is 2 per player. Extra encounter card. Okay, so Heimdall's got his work cut out. All right, first things first. We are going to use a warning and a spider tracer to play Black Cat. And then we're going to look at the top 3 cards. Top 2 cards. Crap, no mentals. All right, she and I are going to punch for 3. And we're almost there. And then I'm going to keep my Black Widow, and we'll just use Heimdall here. Okay. You're probably saying, yeah, this is easy, Steve. You can just build for free. Yeah, it's not that easy. All right. Let's see where we get. 1 threat. All right. He's stunned. This is where the action is going to start in just a minute here. When we actually start flipping him and try to get some damage out. Okay. And then the encounter card is a private security guard. And then me using my spider tracers. Okay. So we don't need Aunt May, so we're going to go for 3. We're going to play Black Widow. We're going to put an Honorary Avenger on Black Widow. All right. What do we do here? I got to get rid of this private security guard. I can just get rid of him now. All right, threat is also a factor, so I will remove 2 threat here. That goes down to 1. Okay, and then we are going to use... Then Heimdall has 1 health left until I go through my deck and find those 2 first aids. I don't know, Heimdall. I like my Heimdall. He's going to be putting 2 more. You know what? I'm going to take my time. All right, 1, 2, 3, punch. He's got 3 damage on him. All right. Oh, and I can't take any damage, so I'll have to block with the Spider-Man on him. All right. Oh, no. Okay, so from an attack, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 2 backflips. Come on. Come on. But I do have my web kick, but nothing to pay for them. Okay. First things first. 1 threat on the main. I just hope he doesn't advance. All right, and then we're going to put 2 infamy counters here. 5. And then security guard wants to attack me. I'm going to use a backflip. so I don't have to defend. Okay. And then the encounter card is Under Fire. So Surge. All in a day's work. So that goes up to 7. And another payoff. That's going to go up to 2. Man, this is more tricky than I thought it would be. Okay, our turn. Alright, so if I'm doing this, oh man, I only have 4 cards. That's so frustrating. Punch. Get rid of this. Heimdall, remove 2 threat from the payoff. I think we'll keep Black Widow fresh. Oh man. Alright, if I pitch him and I have to put 1 damage on Black Widow, alright, we'll just do that. Alright, we're gonna go. We have to flip him. Well, defensive stance. We don't have our, but we do have our tough, and then we'll start drawing some more cards when he's in goblin form. All right, so I think we can try to get back into the game here. All right, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Pff, web kick, bam. The goblin. So he is flipping. So we're gonna prevent 3 damage, and we'll put 1 damage on Black Cat. So that is 4. So we don't lose our tough for this round. And then he goes back to 2 madness counters. All right. And then we are done. All right, we're going to keep it like that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so we have preemptive strikes, unflappable. All right, that's really good. All right, and then we're going to start drawing cards now when he attacks. So that's actually a great feature that we like. All right, first things first, 1 threat, so that goes up to 3. Okay, he wants to attack for 5. Trigger my spider sense. We get to draw a Quinn carrier. Finally, building resources. That is the one thing we were lacking right now. And Spider-Man's going to take it, and he's going to be attacking for remove 1 madness counter. All right, crap. So that goes away. My tough goes away. And there you go. And my encounter card is Pumpkin Bombs. All right. Well, that's unfortunate because that is 2 indirect damage that I have to figure out how to prevent. Okay. I think I have an idea here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. And we're going to play a Quinn Care. Actually, we're going to keep our Avengers Mansion. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, Lockjaw, Power Protection, and Preemptive Strike to play our Quinn Carrier. Quinn Carrier is going to pay for our Unflappable. We're going to keep this Avengers Mansion in play, and we're going to punch for 2, bringing him finally down to 16. And then Heimdall will remove 2 threats, bring that back down to 1. And he is at 4 out of 5 damage. And then I think what we'll do here is we will flip down to Peter Parker and just for that 1 turn. So he's going to lose his madness counter and we're going to try to flip on through. So there's my web kick. Sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. We're going to get there. Okay. First things first. 1 threat. Remove the madness counter. So Norman Osborn comes back, and then we get a all in a day's work, which brings that up to 4. All right. So we got some work to do. All right. So I think right now it's all about building. We're going to use our free resource to put an armored vest on ourselves. We are going to use our Quinn Carrier, 1, 2, 3, and a web kick to play an Avengers Mansion. All right. So we have a web kick left. We're going to draw a card, which is a electrostatic armor. You know what? Let's just put it on. All right. Let's go through this deck as quickly as possible. All right. We are going to flip the Storm and Norman. We are going to punch for 3, bringing that down to 1. And then next turn we'll we'll get rid of the pumpkin bombs. He doesn't attack me, so instead of attacking me, he puts those infamy counters. All right, we'll stay there, and then we're going through our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're taking 2 encounter cards. But we just went through our deck. All right, awesome. So again, taking 0 damage in a scenario like this, Jesus, it's not easy. Okay, so there's so many things that we have to like be careful. I like it. I think it's an achievement. You know, you gotta be careful. You gotta play the game right and not make any mistakes. Because one mistake and you're out, and you just lost your challenge or your achievement. Okay, so it's all about playing smart. All right, so first things first, 1 threat, so that's gonna go to 3. So I gotta still be careful on this, especially if he gets the advance, which he probably will be. And if he gets that advance, it's pretty much game over. All right, first things first, he's gonna place 2 infamy counters, so that's gonna go up to 3. And counter 1 is eviction notice. We're gonna do that. We're gonna go down because that's gonna give us an extra resource, and then we're gonna get rid of that. And then the other one is hired gun. Choose to either give the villain a face down boost card or place 2 infamy counter on criminal enterprise. I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna give him a face down boost card. There we go. All right. Our first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna draw a card with our mansion, which is a preemptive strike. We are gonna use, and I don't want to lose Heimdall here, which is unfortunate. Okay, so I got a free resource, so let's just use it to play a web shooter with 3 counters on it. And if we don't need to use it, we'll try to keep that alive as much as possible. All right, we also have preemptive strike and desperate defense. And then we're gonna play our Quinn Carrier and Clea to play an energy barrier with also 3 counters on it, which is very good. So that is done. We're gonna flip back to Spidey-Man form. Widow will bring that down to 1, and then she only has 1 health left as well. And then I should have put a med team in this deck. You dummy, Steve. That's the one thing I think I forgot. I should have, would have, could have played a med team. And we'll ping for 1 on this guy. Okay. Okay, and then we have 5 cards. Oh man, all resources. All right, so backflip, a lockjaw. All right, even though we have only 1 defensive stance, it's pretty okay. All right. We'll be able to defend. We don't have desperate defense, but I think we'll be fine. All right. First things first. 1 threat on the main. Place 2 infamy counters here, so that goes up to 5. Hired gun wants to attack. We're going to defend and take no damage. Trigger unflappable to draw a card. Yes, a web kick. And then... and that's it. Yeah, web kick. And then encounter card is another pumpkin bomb. Oh, okay. So we do have resources to get rid of those, but okay. We're gonna draw a card off our mansion, which is a webbed up. Okay. Okay, so we do have that backflip, but then the indirect damage is really gonna punch my face. And I didn't get what I'm really looking for. So we got the glider, we got everything. Okay. So if we do, so let's say we play Lockjaw and an energy. All right, so we're gonna do punch for 1 with the black cat, so that's done. So Lockjaw energy, we do a web kick. Oh man, do we have enough? Then we can remove 1 pumpkin bomb, and then that indirect damage. That's what I need to figure out. What am I doing with that indirect damage? because then I won't be able to web him up, but I do have a backflip. I can prevent. Okay, oh, maybe I do have some options here. All right, so I'm gonna go web kick. Bam! Swinging web kick. Path. So 8 damage. The goblin. So goblin flips over. Norman Osborn. He deals 4 indirect damage. So we're gonna trigger our defensive stance and an energy barrier that will remove the hired gun. That's gonna go away. So that is 4 damage prevented. We are gonna use our power protection to play another defensive stance. We're gonna use our Quinn Carrier and our webbed up to remove a pumpkin bombs. All right, removing a pumpkin bomb. And then I could use my backflip. And use my backflip and my web shooter to remove the other pumpkin bomb. And he gets, but then I don't have my backflip. Oh, and I defended, so actually Black Cat would still be up because I just realized I have my electrostatic armor, so when I defended, I still got 1 damage in. And I have a defense of 4. I don't want to... there's only 2 backflips in that game. All right. Chicken. All right. What are we doing, Steve? I don't want to lose my Heimdall. I don't want to lose Black Widow. Maybe I lose... Oh, wait, no. I can always trigger my defensive stance. All right. And the pumpkin bombs will deal no damage. All right, cool. I think we're good. It's awesome. All right. Oh, and I have warning. Yes, I don't even have to do this. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God, warning. I knew there was a reason for this. All right. So here we go. So first things first. So 1 threat on the main. So that goes up to 3. He's getting 2 face down boost cards. So he's going to attack, trigger my Spider Sense, which I get a preemptive strike. All right, he wants to attack. We're not going to defend. So he's attacking for 5, 6, 7, 8. And we are going to backflip out of that. All right, so that goes away. Trigger pumpkin bombs. So energy barrier to bring him down to 15. And warning to remove the other one. That is good. And then my encounter card is the villain heals 4 damage. Oh, crap. So he goes back up to 18. All right. But now it's game time. Okay. So here we go. We're going to draw a card off our Avengers Mansion. Spidey Sense as well. So no tracers. All right. We're going to definitely play a preemptive strike to play a first aid on Heimdall. So he's going to go back down to 2. And then he's going to remove 2 threat from the main. So bring that down to 1. So he's going to go back up to 3. Black Cat's going to punch for 1. 17. 16, 15. All right, and she can stay there. And we are going to use Spider Tracer and Quinn Carrier to remove his Goblin Glider. And we have a preemptive strike, which is good, because then I have a defense of 4 and I preemptive strike. All right, cool. So I think that's what we can do right now. All right, so 2, 3, 4, 5. So another warning and a web kick. This is awesome. Oh man, this is super cool. The Untouchable Spider-Man. All right, here we go. So 1 threat on the main. At one point, I won't be lucky. Like this is gonna. All right, so he's attacking. Trigger. Spidey Sense. Strength. We are going to defend. And we're gonna defend. And he wants to attack for 4 plus 2. We're gonna use our Quinn Carrier to do a preemptive strike, which is gonna do 2 damage to him. Go down to 13. I take no damage. and I deal 1 damage from the electrostatic armor, going down to 12. I trigger my unflappable, draw a card, which is a power of, and that goes away. Okay, and then my encounter card is, oh, what a jerk, heals again for 4, so it goes back up to 16. All right, well, at least those cards are gone. All right. Okay, draw a card off the mansion, which is a desperate defense. All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna go with a power protection and a strength to play a web kick. Well, I would do it with my feet, but it's so he goes down to 8. All right, so he's at 8. Black Cat's gonna punch him. He goes down to 7. Okay, I'm gonna use my desperate defense to play my other web shooter. So there we go, and then we are here. We're here. We're gonna keep a warning and an enhanced spider sense. Cool. All right. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we also have a backflip. All right, I love it. Okay, so one thing's first. All right, so threat goes up to 3. Oh yeah, he still has these 2 madness counters here. All right, he wants to attack. Triggers spider sense, which is my first aid. Great, because then I'll be able to re-heal my friend Heimdall. And then I am going to, I'm going to defend. He wants to attack me for +2. Okay. So I love this warning card now. All right. So he wants to attack for, we have the defense 4, so he's attacking for 6. We have to remove a madness counter. And then we are going to use our energy barrier and our warning. So that is going to go down. And then he goes down by 1. 6. Trigger our electrostatic armor 5. And unflappable, draw a card, which is another defense stance, which is great. Alright, so this goes away. Deals no damage. And then counter card is an advance, which removes the last madness counters. It's Norman Osborn back again. Alright, and then he's down to 5. And then we got 2 criminal. Bibbidi bip, bibbidi bip. Alright, and so, okay. So we're going to draw a card with our mansion, which is an Aunt May. We don't really need Aunt May. Alright, so what we are going to do, we need to deal some damage. So we are going to Black Cat for 1. She doesn't take any damage. So Black Cat for 1. So there's only 1 madness counter here. How do I take no damage from? Oh, I have the indirect. All right, I know what I do. Okay, I'm going to use Aunt May to play a first aid. Yeah, I'm going to use Aunt May to play a first aid. 1, 2. Actually, I don't need Aunt May. I'm going to keep Aunt May. I'm just going to play a first aid with my coin carrier off of Heimdall. So he's going to go back down to 1. Is that what I'm supposed to do? No, sorry. Healing Black Widow. So he's still at 3. Healing Black Widow for full strength. Black Widow's going to punch for 1. The Green Goblin is back. And then he deals 4 indirect damage. So we're going to trigger defensive stance. And then we're going to put 1 more damage on our friend Heimdall. So he's going to go there. She's going to take 1. And then we took no damage. All right. Now, Goblin is back. We're going to use our defensive stance, Genius, to play another defensive stance. And we're going to use I kind of want to play my invulnerability here. And I think we are going, but we have a backflip. I think I'm going to keep my invulnerability. I'm going to use one of my tracers to play Aunt May just to get cards out of my deck. And I'm going to keep Spider Sense, backflip, and invulnerability. And we're going to leave it at that. And that main is at 3, 2. All right, we can still deal with the main next turn. All right, we don't really need Aunt May. She's never really going to get used. All right, so 1, 2, 3. There's our web kick to finish him off and go to stage 3, which I like. All right, let's try this. All right, 1 threat on the main, so that goes up to 4. Triggers Spider Sense. He wants to attack. We are going to just backflip out of that attack. He's attacking for 6. And then, all right, counter card is All in a Day's Work. Place 2 infamy. I'm going to use my Queen Carrier to play a enhanced Spidey Sense on that, and then that doesn't trigger. So we're keeping him here on Goblin form here. Okay. All right, I'm going to draw a card off the mansion, which is a webbed up. All right, don't need this, don't need this. All right, can I defeat him this turn? All right, I kind of want to keep my... All right, we're going to use Spider Tracer and Webbed Up to play an energy barrier with 3 tokens on it. All right, we are going to punch for 3, and then Widow's going to remove 2 threat, and she'll go down to here, and then the main is going to stay at 2, and we're punching for 3, so he's down to 2. Okay, all right, almost there. Almost there. We got our invulnerability for next turn. And then, and our web kick as well. All right. And we have our defense. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have a desperate defense as well, so we'll be able to ready. But we are taking 2 encounter cards. Man, this is pretty cool. There's a lot of cat and mouse here, but it is fun. The Untouchable Spider-Man. All right. So I was a little afraid because I had like 48 cards in my deck. So it's a lot of stuff. All right. So 2, 4, 5. All right. First things first, 1 threat. So that goes up to 3. All right. And then, ooh, check this out. I think this is even better. All right. He wants to attack me. Trigger my Spider Sense. Oh my God, get a backflip. All right, I think I'm going to use my Queen Carrier to play a desperate defense. So we're defending. We're playing a desperate defense. So we're going to have a defense of 6. All right. And then he's going to a boost of 1. So he's attacking for 5. So we will take no damage. We will electrostatic armor for 1, bring him down to 1. We're going to get to ready up to 4, 5. And then we are taking, oh yeah, and then electrostatic armor, that happened. And then we're taking 2 encounter cards. First one is, give him a face down boost card, which we will. And then second one is, choose to either spend 2 resources or let's just give him another face down boost card. All right. Good. Our turn. All right. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go... I do want to keep my web kick. All right. We're going to draw a card, which is a Lockjaw. Perfect. We're going to use Lockjaw, and 2 Spider Tracers. As Spider Shooters to play an invulnerability on ourselves. So we are tough here. All right, and then we are going to use Black Cat to punch for 1. The Green Goblin is back again, and now he deals 4 direct damage, which is going to remove my tough. And then, exactly, so he's still got his 2 boost. I didn't take any damage. I didn't need to redirect anything. All right, and I do have energy barrier. These are used. I have an enhanced spider sense and a web swing, and I just need to do 22 more damage. All right, 22. All right, 22 more damage. And do I just keep everything? I take a backflip and then I can unflappable. I do have an ally if ever I need to block. All right, I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna keep everything except for the energy barrier. I think we're good here. Even though I think the energy barrier would probably be. Do I just play it? I got 3 other web kicks. I think I'm gonna use my. Man. I'm either losing my backflip or my web kick. That's what I don't want to lose. Okay, so she's been used. These guys are just kind of on the chillax here. Oh, I haven't used Spider-Man yet. Oh man, that's awesome. So Spider-Man's gonna punch for 2 on him. And then when he when he attacks, we do have that backflip. Crud. All right. I don't want to flip to Norman Osborn here. Because if I flip to Norman Osborn, it's going to be problematic. I got to stay in hero form. So maybe, okay, I think I know what I do. All right, I'm just going to keep these cards. And then that's fine. All right, and then Aunt May, everyone readies up. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I get to draw 1. There you go. Double resource, Christmas. All right, so I do have a defense of technically 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have a defense of 8 and a backflip in case it goes terribly wrong. All right. Okay, when you would take. All right, first things first. 1 threat on the main, so that goes up to 4. So he might actually just flip into. So we're gonna attacks, trigger, draw a card, and he wants to attack. We are going to. What are the odds that he removes his last madness counter? Okay, whatever. You know what? We'll risk it. Discard 3 cards from the encounter deck. All right. So 1, 2, and 3. And then so he's attacking for 6, 7. I was like, where are these electro cards? Discard 3 cards from the encounter deck. And then +3. Oh wow. So he's attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna backflip out of that one. Take no damage. And wow. All right. I was hoping he would flip down. All right. And then I'm going to defend with Spider-Man. And defend. He is going to go away. Because of my electrostatic armor. I will get to draw a card. Which is my other web kick. All right. Perfect. And then I am taking an encounter card. Which is a Electro. Oh man. I got to get rid of him. Definitely have to get rid of Electro. All right. We're going to Avengers Mansion. Draw a card. Oh man, I didn't want to use that on Electro, but okay. Okay, so we got energy barriers, we got defensive stance. I don't want to take indirect damage. He's gonna mess my plans up. So 1, 2, 3, we're gonna web kick. Whoosh, bye-bye, Electro. And then we are going to play 1, 2, 3. Swinging web kick. So 8, so 22, it's going to bring him down to 16. All right, and then we have a spider sense. So we're going to punch, bring him down to 15. He's got one infamy counter left. All right, we're good. Man, we were not able to remove any spider tracers. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's our jam. That's what we got here. All right, first things first. Main goes up to 5. All right, he wants to attack. Spider sense is tingling. Oh, we do have a preemptive strike. Oh, that's beautiful. He's gonna attack. We're gonna defend. He's attacking for 4 plus 1. We are going to use. Are we using? No, we're not going to use preemptive strike. We have a defensive 4. We're going to use energy barrier, and we'll deal 2 damage. So down to 13. One's from our electro, one from our energy barrier. We take no damage. I should have used my warning. It's like, nope. And then our encounter card is choose to spend 2 resource or give the villain 1 face down boost card. Well, I don't want to get an acceleration, so I'm going to spend 2 resources. I'm going to use one of my web shooters and my Quinn carrier, and so we don't get an acceleration token here. Okay, we do have that first aid, so we'll use our warning to play a first aid, healing back Heimdall to 2. We're going to leave him at 3. We'll remove 2 threat from the main, brings him down to 3. Alright, we're going to use our Avengers Mansion to draw a card, which is a Spidey Tracer. We're going to use Black Cat to punch for 1, bring him down to 12. We are going to... what are we going to do with all this stuff? Is Lockjaw in the bin? Alright, Puppy's in the bin. Alright, so who are we getting rid of? Lockjaw already used his ability. Am I just losing Black Cat here? Alright, sorry Kitty Cat. Alright, we're going to bring Lockjaw in. Discard Black Cat. And Lockjaw's going to punch for 2, bring him down to 10. And he takes 2. And then we have a preemptive strike and a spider tracer. We'll keep that preemptive strike in our spider sense. And then we're going to leave it at that. And then here we go. Alright, so 2. Okay, so game over next turn. Alright, so we got our game over game. And we got our flawless victory. Oh yeah. Alright, let's see. First things first, 1 threat. It goes up to 4. Triggered by spider sense. We got another preemptive strike. Alright, we're taking him down. He wants to attack. We're going to defend. He's going to attack for, 7. Oh my god. We're going to use preemptive strike to do 1, 2, 3 damage, 4 damage, taking him down to 6. Ow! Took no damage, which means we draw an extra card, which is a desperate defense. Alright, and then we get an acceleration token when this gets revealed. So he's down to 6. Oh man. Nothing better than defeating a villain on his own turn. That's so good. And here we go. Alright, we shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And then encounter card. Alright, and then what is it? It is a private security guard. Oh, yeah. Alright, well, we'll deal with that guy when he comes down to it. Alright. Okay. We're going to draw a card with our Avengers Mansion. Draw a card says Spider Sense. Alright, we can't use these Spider Senses. So we are going to use Clea to first aid Heimdall. And Heimdall is going to go, he's going to be at 1. He's going to go back to 3, and he's going to punch for 3 on this guy. And I don't have anything else. And I guess Lockjaw, yeah, Lockjaw is going to finish him off. Alright, Lockjaw takes care of this. And what better way for Norman Osborn to go away than a swinging web kick? And he's out of here. So we managed to deal to do it. Oh man, that was tricky. The pumpkin bombs, the everything, keeping the threat down low, and we got a little bit lucky. We didn't get like the advances in the wrong time to flip him to hostile takeover, because that I think would have been just brutal. Heimdall turn 1 was great. keeping Black Widow. We didn't cancel a lot of things. But yeah, that was that was a super fun game. Trying to avoid all of the damage. Oh my god. Untouchable Achievement Award Spider-Man. I thought maybe Black Widow would be better for this, but I think Spider-Man was pretty cool. And again, because of Goblin's ability to just deal direct damage, indirect damage, flipping back and forth, man, that was a good game. So look, I'm gonna just break down the deck that we built. All right, so we're gonna put the Spidey-Man cards. Obviously, you're seeing a lot of the protection cards on the table. The neutral cards. There we go. We'll put these out here. No cups of tea. All right, and then the events, and then the permanents. All right, so Desperate Defense was there. Here we go. The events, defense, events, energy barriers. Again, we weren't playing allies. We weren't trying to do just like easy schmeezy. We really tried to work for it. There you go. Ally. So we only had Heimdall, these guys, and this is our support stuff. Then our first aids, 3 preemptive strikes. Can you guys see these? Yeah. 3 preemptive strikes, 3 desperate defense, 2 warnings, and a partridge in a pear tree. Oh my god, Christmas is coming. Oh. So 2 warning first aids, 3 defensive stance, 3 energy barriers, and then 1 invulnerability. Man, it actually came in handy a couple times. All right, so there you go. So that was the deck to review. Yeah, there was a lot of cards. So the 5 double resources possible. We had, as far as events go, 2 warnings, 2 first aids, which I should have put in. I should have put in an extra card, man. I was at 48. I think I should have went to 50 and added a couple for med teams in there for my allies, which made this, I think, a little bit overcomplicated. I could have did a little bit of a better job to do that. All right, so here we go. So 2 warnings, 2 first aids, 3 preemptive strikes, 3 desperate defense, and an invulnerability. So that is a lot of event cards for us. So normally I try not to play too many events, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 event cards for a Spider-Man deck. All right, and then we have our permanents that stay on the table that really help. Unflappable for card draw, armored vest, and electrostatic armor. Those desperate defenses to take no damage. Again, if we had Black Widow, we probably would have been running just one of these, but this was pretty good. Desperate energy barriers, so 1, 2, 3, again, super good. And then for a couple of upgrades of honorary Avengers to put on Black Widow and Heimdall to give them a couple more activations. And then Queen Carrier, Avengers Mention. And then we have our 4 allies for the game, and 5 allies if you count Black Cat. So Clea, Black Widow, Lockjaw, and Heimdall. All right, so this was the game achievement. It happened. So this was super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please share, like, subscribe, and we'll see us with another achievement game pretty soon. We'll see what we can do for Justice and for other for the other aspects. All right, guys. Again, if you want to check out, I know our friends Brent and Larry at the Portal are doing some special achievements as well. So this should be pretty fun for you to watch as well. So check them out. I think they're going live tonight. Are we the 19th? Yeah, we are the 19th. So they are going live tonight. It is 6 in the morning. It's so early. But we woke up early this morning, and we wanted to do a nice little video before we head out for work. So here we go. Spider-Man Untouchable. Achievement completed. All right, I don't know if it's possible with other characters. I think it could be. I think just the couple of cards for deck crafting would be possible. Anyway, share, like, subscribe, and until next time, keep on playing Marvel Champions. Beat the game.